Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you here as part of this early bird. In an hour, the doors are opening to Rebel AI, this 3-day masterclass we've got going on. That the public doors open at 11 a.m. So we need to be done by then, and everything else. So I'm going to go a little faster. I might even skip over pieces because this is all about what we're doing starting February 2nd with the 3-day masterclass and the proven 3-step, 10-minute a day, 6-figure, unconventional, recession-proof online income system that unlocks 500 to 5K days. That is the biggest run-on sentence I could have ever thought of, but it tried to take everything we're going to be doing into put it in one small bag here. But here's the thing, it's all about one skill that when mastered means you'll never worry about money again. And I'm going to show you that and prove that by the end of this. And we are going to be giving away $1,000 at the end of this training. So pay a bloody attention, okay? Because it's going to be some clues to win that at the end. So what can you expect out of this training? Well, you're not going to go away, make 10K next week. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. What you are is going to discover one of the most powerful ways to generate consistent income, and you can do this anywhere in the world, wherever you are, okay? Now, you will learn how this is one of the most profitable ways to make money without staring at the screens all day. And again, you'll see real results from real students following this proven set of easy instructions. And yeah, you're going to get that strategy here today. Okay. So, like I said, we are going to give away $1,000 at the end of this. We're going to fund someone's business. But let me ask you a question. If I could show you, and I asked this in the pre-launch training, but I just want to get confirmation. If I could show you a proven way that generates 5K, 10K, or 20K a month, or $500 days to $5,000 days, and it only took 10 to 15 minutes a day without product selling funnels, traffic, or customers, or any of that, something that is recession-proof and president-proof, and you can even do it from your phone up in the mountains near Burma. I know because I have. Okay? So, would you be interested? Can I get a quick yes or no? Would you be interested? I bloody hope so, because that's why you're here. And it's kind of obvious, but I have to ask the question. Okay? So, yes, I am a trader. I think we all know this. Does anyone not know that I am a trader? Put a 0 if you had no idea. Okay, no zeros. That's good. All right, then, yes, I am a trader. And trading is like any other business. When you have the right resources, the right strategy, you put your time and effort in, you get profits out, and off you go, just like any other business. But imagine a business that you can start today with minimal cost. You only need one core skill. You have everything you need already. It's one of the hottest growing industries ever. You don't need products or marketing. You can operate from anywhere in the world. Has created more millionaires than any other industry. And this is something you can 100% do today, starting right now. Okay? Even if you've never traded anything before. So you don't need any experience to get started. Now, there's a lot of BS in the trading world, just like there is in the internet marketing world, but I want to cut through that. It's kind of actually why I do this, is to cut through a lot of this BS. But what I'm about to show you can be learned by anyone, okay? It has a learning curve like any new skill, but the basics can be learned fast. This ignores what's happening in the markets. Okay, it doesn't matter if who's in the White House, what Kim Kardashian had for breakfast. None of that matters to us. If the money is moving, which it does, billions of dollars a day, we can stick our hands in and grab some for ourselves. That's the whole point of this. And we're going to show you everything in this training, what we're doing over the next few days. We're going to show you the proof, and we bring a business mindset to everything we do. Trading is a business, and once you know how to do this, you'll never have to worry about money again. Now, what you're about to see is like nothing you've ever seen before, okay? And if there's a better, faster, or easier way to build a real online income, I haven't found it. Now, we all know that the AI industry is big. This is a big factor of what we're doing right now. The entire industry, according to Precedent's research, is about $757 billion today. By 2034, the AI industry is going to jump to $3.68 trillion. That's nearly 5 times the growth in under 8 years. Okay. Now, everyone knows AI is big, but most people have no idea how to actually profit from it. Because you see, what everyone is doing is they're chasing the next ChatGPT wrapper or the AI tool or the AI power startups or shiny new AI objects. But the truth is, the money is in the infrastructure. Okay. AI chips like NVIDIA, Broadcom, or data centers, cloud, quantum computing. The list goes on and on. Point I made recently when I was talking about this at a seminar was NVIDIA didn't build ChatGPT, but they built the chips that power it. Their stock is now up 1,381% in just 5 years. Don't chase the apps. Own the infrastructure. And those who do try to trade, they have really no idea what they're doing. This is why most traders lose money, is because their strategy is hope and pray. They'll buy one stock, hoping it's the next NVIDIA, holding all their capital in one option, and then risking everything for the future. That's gambling. That's not a business. You see, what if there was a better way without picking the right winners? In fact, I can show you that, we're going to show you in a second here, that you could be wrong 50% more often than you're right and still make an amazing living. I'll show you that in a moment. But we can do what we do is very simple. We don't go about picking the winners. We don't care. We're not holding for years and hoping. We're not doing any of the other crazy stuff like, we don't need the market to go up. We just need it to move one direction. We can make money when the market's going down. And we do not risk everything on one stock and hope for the best. No, what we do is we have a rotating basket of profit packages that pay us usually within 14 to 19 to 25 days. And we have many of these going. So all the time we have profit packages paying us. And that's really the core of what we do. So let me kind of write it down back of the envelope style. Okay. We scan our AI and quantum stock watch list each and every morning. Only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Usually less, honestly. I'm usually done by the time I've had my second cup of tea for the day, but that's everything I trade. But this really, really fast. And when we find a qualified setup, we deploy a profit package. This is, I won't get into all the kind of nerdy details, but we deploy that, boom, takes about 3 clicks of a mouse, and that's it. And if we're right, we get paid within 14 to 19 days is average. I've seen it take as long as 25. So if I say 14 to 25 days, that's a good nutshell. Okay. But the chance of it hitting that profit package growing in value to about 50% is very high. So we continuously get paid, and that's it. We rinse and repeat and do that every day. So this is a business you can do without any special skills or experience, without any products or services, selling anything, having an audience, having to go out there, posting on social media every day, building a website or a funnel without driving any web traffic, without the need for some fancy whiz-bang new AI software. It's not what we're doing here, and without massive risk. So yes, okay. Actually, I have some duplicates here, so let's skip past that crap. But this is what I've done every day for the last 25 years. So let's cut through the BS here. Okay, look, you're not going to make 10K next week. Yes, there is something for sale at the end of this. Welcome to the Evergreen. We knew that was coming. And I'm a teacher, not a marketer. My goal is to share what I do every day that's allowed me to retire in paradise in my mid-40s. So there's 2 types of people here right now. People, type A is the people who want to build an online income but aren't sure where to start. Or type B, those who maybe have an idea about trading but actually want to get it to work, maybe need a little help. Which one are you, A or B? Because you'd probably be one or the other. Put it in the chat box, let me know. That's cool. Gives me an idea of who I'm talking to as well to customize this. So A's and B's, A's and B's. A's and B's. That's all good. Don't worry. Doesn't matter if this is your first day. That's the important thing. So here's why trading is the perfect income. I'm going to go through these really fast. First of all, you don't need an employer. You don't need fighting clients. It's a solo sport. All right. No one can take your income from you or this skill from you once you know how to do this. Okay. Reason number two, doesn't matter if the markets go up, down, or sideways. We can make money. In other words, it doesn't matter what the economy is doing. It's a good economy or bad economy. I made some of my biggest money during market crashes. So, reason number three, like I said, you don't have to go building websites, no copy, no driving traffic, no hiring people, no sourcing, no creating products. Just do one skill. And when you're good at it, it becomes as easy as thinking and breathing. It really does. All right. Best income reason number four. You can do this in just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Once you're done, once you've set up your trade for the day, close your laptop, the rest of the day is yours. And you can potentially earn way more than you ever did with a job. Now, reason number five, this one's a big one. If you do what I do, you're going to get the results I get. Now, here's the thing. I've got a lot of friends in this education world, and they're very good at what they do, but their students don't get the same results. Why? Well, the main reason is the one thing you can't teach is experience. But what we do is slightly different. You see, everything I do is rule-based, very algorithmic, checkbox. If this, do that. And if you and I are looking at the same group of stocks for the same setup, and we take the same action, because that's what the rules determine, and we take the same exit, because again, that's what the rules say, guess what? We're going to get the same results, which means you absolutely don't need a lot of experience at this. You can get started. This is a pure shortcut in that regard, but it allows you to tap into this entire world quickly without that learning curve. Now, like I said, there's a hidden sector inside the AI boom that no one's talking about yet, and that is quantum computing stocks. Now, there's only a handful of them right now, and their growth has been explosive. Quantum Computing Inc., which is Qubit, again, 1,562% growth in 2024 alone. Rigetti Computing, I can never say that one, verbal dyslexia, but it grew 882% in 2024. IonQ has exploded 238% in 2024, and it's gone up a lot more since then. Now, here's the thing. This is a $1 billion industry publicly right now. It's projected to grow to $100 billion within the next 10 years. This is the sector where everyone should be looking at, but they're not. But you will be way ahead of everyone else, because when quantum computing comes to the fray, it's going to be a dramatic accelerator, not only for AI, but it's the next revolution in computing. So a lot of this, when it comes out, is going to take everything that AI is doing right now to an infinite level. Okay, I won't go all nerdy here, but this is very bloody powerful. Now, combine that with a strategy where it doesn't matter if you go up, down, sideways, whatever the market's doing, it's a consistent 75% win rate, 50% profit target, and all your positions close. So once you've clicked your mouse approximately 7 times and you're done, guess what? Like I said, the rest of the day is yours, which is what's allowed me to retire in paradise in my mid-40s and live the life that few dream of. Okay? So there's 2 types of people teaching trading. The 20-something who looks good in front of a camera, living in their mother's basement, demanding hot buckets, and have never seen a real bear market in their lives. Or you got the supposed Wall Street gurus who gave up their life for Lambos to teach the little guy. Well, look, I'm neither of those. No one's mistaking me for 20 anymore, and I've never worked for Goldman Sachs. But I did start from zero on a tiny island off the north tip of Scotland and decided, okay, that's not for me. So I came to America with $5 and half a suitcase. Now, I could go through my entire bloody background story here. No one really gets it. Rat's ass. So I'm going to give you the back. I'm going to give you the quick version. All right. So it all started in Nantucket, surrounded by millionaires and billionaires, most of whom knew the stock market. I asked for them what to do. They suggested Yahoo. So I put all my life savings in there. It went to shit. Dot-com bubble. You can figure out the rest from there. Didn't dampen my enthusiasm for trading, but I did learn that buy and hold is an awful strategy. And I did stop myself actually saying what I wanted to say because I'm trying to be nice. Is it working? All right. So anyway, listen, it took me a very long time to get profitable. And I started studying every strategy out there. I won't go through them, but again, a lot of them and a lot of the strategies were terrible. They really were terrible at the end of the day. So I tested, tried, and learned as much as I could until about 2003. I started making some profits. 2006, I was starting to get pretty consistent. And now 2016, full 10 years later, people start really noticing, what is Sean doing over there? Why has he got everyone else is at a conference and there's me, funnily enough, I was thinking one conference just as COVID hit. And I'm watching the charts first thing in the morning. I'm watching everything start sinking and I'm making money hand over fist. I felt very bad about that. But, at the end of the day, what would have been a nightmare scenario and did become that, became actually one of the most profitable trading incidents in history. And that's the thing is, that it doesn't matter what's happening in the world. There's money changing hands. Okay. And by 2022, I decided, look, I really love what I do. It's helped so many people. I need to help more. So that's when I decided, okay, full retirement is not for me. I started taking this seriously, and here we are. So my intent for you is to skip all that BS. And I've taught people with zero experience. I've taught people starting with very small accounts, and most of them at least started out working around, full-time jobs. So, I never have to work again. My kids are growing up. I've had some personal life changes and moved to paradise. But there's only so much lazing around you can do. I couldn't do full retirement. I did try for 6 months, but I've been getting a lot of the now what. So what next? I impact lives, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm confident I can teach anyone with a bit of patience and determination to replace their full-time job, trading very, very part-time, just 10 to 15 minutes a day. But here's what we do at the top end. We scan an AI quantum watch list every morning to see if there's any setups. Like I said, we deploy a profit package. When we find a qualified setup, we deploy that bomb into the markets and again, maybe there for up to 35, 45 days. Usually they close profitably within 14 to 19 days to 25 days. But again, you've got the full time. But then we walk away. That's it. Once we're done, trade closes automatically and we get on with our day. And then you build that rolling basket of, stack 10, 20, 30 positions. So you've always got money coming in. Congratulations, you have an online business. So the Rebel AI formula is a shortcut to wealth without worry. And I can tell you my 4 cool rules. Write these down. These ones are good. Okay. Rule 1, this isn't Vegas. We don't gamble. Rule 2, we don't swing for the fences. But if the ball comes our way, we're going to swing the bat. The trade sets up, the trade goes on. You will sometimes lose. It's okay. It happens. Your winners will eclipse your losers. That's profit. And the more you do this, again, creates that success, consistency, and that's what it's all about. But what if I told you could be wrong 50% more often than you're right and still make an amazing living, even if starting with a small account? Well, I'm going to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Let's just get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, so how do we trade this? What do we do here? A couple of basics. Is this going up or down? Quickly in the chat box, because I know we got a time constraint here and I'm trying to be good. Up, down, or sideways? What's the market doing? Up. Good. All right. Pretty simple. Then we're buying. We'll get into this more later, but The blue line is where the price is right now. If we're right, we set a target. Well, hopefully it will get there. If not, basically we'll get out. If it goes against us, as we say. All right? So we never hold on to our losers. This is very important. And someone's asking, is there going to be a replay of this? This is the early bird webinar. This is the only time it shall be seen. There is no replay. So pay attention, please. I understand appointments. I'm going to do my best. Bear with me. We're going to be done by 11. If I can get through this. So asymmetrical risk to reward. We have a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio here. If we're right, we make double what we're risking. Okay? That's why it's called asymmetrical. All right? So imagine if we had 5K. Okay? We're risking $100 to make $200 profit. And in this case, worked out very nicely. We hit profit. But now, let's imagine that you're not very good. In fact, you're wrong 50% or often more than you're right. For every 2 trades, you get 3 more wrong. And let's assume that we're trading twice a day. There's 2 setups a day, just for simple math. And we'll start with 5K, like I said. Okay? So what does that look like? Well, the first 5 trades, 2 wins, 3 losses. Well, that's a profit of $100. Okay? Again, 2 wins, 3 losses, 50% worse than we started. Profit $200. And let's just keep going. 300 after the third set. Let's go to the end of the month. $1,200 profit. Okay? Being wrong, 50% more than we're right. Now, we started with 5K, but only risked $100 a trade. We're wrong 50% more often we're right, and still made $1,200, 24% profit for the month. Well, it doesn't end there. Einstein said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, he who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. So what we're going to do is reinvest our profits. So instead of $5,000, we now have $6,200 to invest, 24% more capital, 24% more we can risk. So let's look through what that looks like. First 5 trades, $124, $248. Let's just get to the end. New balance, $7,688. Okay, I won't bore you with walking through trade by trade for many months, but let's just jump in the DeLorean, hit 88, and jump to the future. So month 1, we were up to 6,200. Month 2, 7,688. Month 3, 9,533. 6 months, 18,176. And that was $3,518 profit for that month. Let's jump forward another 6 months. So we're now up to $66,000 in the bank and $12,000 for that month. Month 18, we're up to $46,000 for the month, $240,000 for the balance. Okay, 18 months. So we started with $5,000, only risked 2% per trade, got it wrong 50% more often than we got it right, but built a $46,000 a month income within 18 months. Don't have 5K to start? Start with $2,500. Start wherever you are. Start with $50. It doesn't matter. You build up over time. If you started with $2,500, okay, so you only build $26,000 a month income in the same time. Bummer. Okay. Now, before we get all excited and carried away, that was a math example. Okay. The point is that you can be highly profitable without having to pick it right every time. And trading can be highly profitable, but building and sticking consistently to that kind of scale will have its challenges, obviously. But imagine if you could just do a fraction of that. Would you be happy with 10K a month? You see, this is the real compounding over time. This is using an example of 100K that turned into $3.1 million January 2022 to December 2025. Actually, it's 4 years. 4 years. But again, that's using exactly the same process here that we are teaching you. Now, again, I will do a Q&A at the end. but some good questions to mark a couple of those down. One of the best things about this, and this is going to answer one of these questions, is that you can paper trade. You can learn all of this without risking a dime. Paper trading allows you to practice your business without any risk whatsoever. You can't do that with any other business. So this is so powerful, and it's really changing everything. So don't just take my results. Here's a few students as well. I've got 3 kids and a full-time job. Every side hustle I wanted was 4 hours plus a day, which at time they didn't have, obviously. This takes me 20 minutes with my morning coffee. My best month so far, 7 wins out of 8 trades, $3,800. My wife finally believes me that this one is different. And James here, I was stuck in a sales job I hated, trying everything to escape, affiliate sites, Amazon, even an NFT project that went nowhere. 11 months trading the Rebel system, and I started in my note, and I handed in my notice last month. Verbal dyslexia here. The freedom is real. 85% win rate is real. This is actually it, and so many more. I'll just pick another one here. As a mom of 3 children, I don't have time for complicated systems. Another one where time is a constraint. This was perfect because I could do it in my morning before the kids wake up. I started with 300 pounds, made my first 79 this week. Now, 6 months later, I'm making around 2,000 pounds per week and plan to scale more, working less than 15 minutes. The simplicity of this is what makes this so powerful. And so many more. I'm not going to read every single one, but that is why on February 2nd at 11 a.m., a select few are going to build their wealth without worry live with me. So the masterclass goes live. Session 1 is at 11 a.m. And for this entire week, I'm going to teach you the strategy, the systems, the process, and we're going to do a lot in a very short time. Okay, so this is really all about how to extract consistent profits from the $785 billion AI industry. Now, this is the first time I've ever shared this publicly. Before, I've only done it with our internal groups and what have you, but this is why I want to do this. This isn't for everyone. Do you have at least 10 to 15 minutes a day, just weekdays, to do this? If you can block that out, good, all right? You'll understand that this is not get rich quick. This is build wealth over time. If you're willing to overcome hurdles, there will be some challenges, learn and improve, and you'll be doing this all on a demo account, all with paper trading, so no risk at all. You understand that there is risk, as with any business, and that you're willing to invest time and money into making this work. In other words, look, going to do this masterclass, show up, okay? The best thing you can do is actually show up. And are you an action taker, even if it's outside your comfort zone? And like I said, I've taught people who've never even thought about trading in their life. And suddenly it's like, Dad, why wasn't I doing this sooner? That's our goal. That's one of the big things. So day 1 is about the foundation, setting the system up right, okay? We'll talk about the strategy, the tools of the trade, getting things set up, ready to go. Day 2 is we're going to go, what is the actual trigger pattern? What is the process to make this work? We'll talk about what we call the rebel breakdown, hijacking the market, and actually paper trading. Day 3 is setting up the trade and making sure it's ready to close to cash so that you have your full profit packages deployed, set up to close when they hit profit, and then do it again, do it again, do it again. We'll be talking about the midday swipe, end of day cash out, and the millionaire mindset as well. Then we got 2 awesome bonus days of training as well. Day 4 is where we bring everything together. We take the foundation we did in the first 3 days. We're going to show you how we can use AI and machine learning to make this even more powerful. We'll be talking about the high profit amplifiers, VIP concierge, next steps, and doing so much more. In fact, this is probably the most important day. Day 5 is actually a Ask Sean Anything, and we're also going to do an extra little something on this day as well. This is going to be a fast forward quick look at some very cool stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes. So yeah, Friday, the day 5 bonus day, is going to be very bloody special. Then we also have some other amazing bonuses for you as well. So you've got the live 3-day Rebel AI masterclass, the huge 2 bonus days, private Rebel AI Discord group. So again, this is where everything kicks off from. Session transcripts, cliff notes worth $197. The session transcripts, as I mentioned, the Ask Me Anything bonus session. We've got an additional seat for your partner, spouse, kid, someone that you also want to bring along for this journey, and 48-hour replay access. So even if you miss a session, you got 48 hours, 2 days to catch up. Okay. So we were going to do something very different. Okay. We've got a lot of extra things that we can upgrade your account with. So I sat down with my team. I said, you know what? What if we just did one big bundle with everything? All of the things that we've got in, when we do a launch like this, we have usually multiple one-time offers and upgrades. So I said, to hell with it. I'm going to bundle it all up in one package and cut the price in half. Would that be interesting to you? One thing I'm doing here, like I said, is I want to just make life simple. So let's take a quick look at the upgrades and start from that, because I think that's going to justify things just a little bit. Now, that being said, let me find the bloody... okay. I'll close that as well. Okay. And that's the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Go to sleep. Don't press that button. All right. So I buttoned that up. So let me just do red carpet of the first upgrade. Then I'll do the second upgrade. Somewhat count from. We got a lot of things that we're doing, so I'm going to go through them real quick. And okay, so first upgrade, right? And you can still see my screen, correct? Can I just confirm you can still see my screen? All right, cool. Okay, so the red carpet gives you extended sessions. So after each main session, we're going to do an extended session. It's going to be a meeting environment, so you can have your webcam on, you can ask me questions. We can go deeper into the topic for the evening. So it's kind of like a higher level discussion. And again, there's so many golden nuggets that come out of these sessions because I kind of take the gloves off, if you will, and dive just that much further in. You also get a comprehensive workbook and toolkit, 30 days access to the recordings, which you don't have to worry about because I'll tell you about that in a moment, and then trade reviews for 30 days, and you get a special red carpet Discord room as well. Now, that's a value of $2,295. That upgrade by itself is $97. All right. On top of that, you have the inner circle, which you will get as well. This includes extra training, some bonus sessions, the 4 candles quick hit, the starting block range, the 10x accelerator method, and the mobile lifestyle accelerator. All of those are individual trainings that build on the masterclass. So these get dropped afterwards. And once you see them, you'll see how it bolts into everything we talk about this week. Plus, you have the private inner circle only Discord group, lifetime access to the materials and recordings. Okay, so all the resources, the transcripts, the replays, link lists, everything. Okay, lifetime access. You get 30 days email access to me. So if you have a question, I only usually ever do this for people in my accelerator programs. You've paid me $10K to $25K for that level of access. You get it for 30 days. On top of that, you get access to the original masterclass that we did on this, plus elite status in the community. That's worth $9,491. Again, the upgrade for this is $197. Once this webinar is done, all of this, by the way, this bundle disappears. This is what you would be paying. Okay. Now, on top of that, we also have the trifecta above that. So these are the other areas I trade. Masterclass in crypto, masterclass in microcap. And these basically are the three pillars that I trade. These are my three focuses. So you will see some of the similar techniques applied in different industries with their own tools, their own nuances, and everything else. So yes, you get that. That entire package is worth $4,997. The upgrade itself is $297. You can see how this bundle is increasing in value. Now, last one. I've never done this before, but I'm going to do a one-day intensive called the Profit Protocol. And I'm going to pull back the curtains on what I'm doing at the top end. Okay. What I'm doing with my $10,000 students, you're going to get behind the scenes of that. I'm going to share with you and focus on one strategy, which is my main focus for 2026 and beyond, probably the next 3 to 4 years. And this is something I've been working on for the last 6 months in terms of detailed study, institutional analysis, and even part of a 3-brain system I'm developing right now, which is an AI-powered system that I'm working on. I'll even give you a little sneak peek of that maybe. So yeah, the Profit Protocol is a one-day intensive. It absolutely builds on everything we've talked about in this masterclass or will be talking about, but this is where I'm moving most of my money right now. I can't say more than that, but it's very bloody good. So this by itself, just the upgrade for this, again, I'm talking about 82% win rates and, insane amounts of returns and some really crazy freaking numbers. You will be getting all of this. The 3 sessions are including this, the foundation, the live implementation, the what's next, the indicator that I built around this to make life easy. And then when you see all this put in motion, it's incredible. That by itself is $497. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you access to all of that. All together, just add it up. If you were just buying it individually, it's $998. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it to you at 50% off. So here's the thing. Go to tclink.me/early. You can secure your spot right now. Okay. So before this spring, you probably came in confused, disappointed with the lack of results, rely on so-called experts, stuck, lost, and wanting to quit. But after this spring, after you go to tclink.me/early, you can get started, leverage a proven system, predictable, sustainable online revenue, an easy to follow process, and build real wealth without worry. And being the first in the door, I'm going to make sure that this week before we start, you can get absolutely loaded up with all sorts of goodies in advance. Stuff that, heck, I haven't even told my team about. But that's all going to be a warm-up before we go live on February 2nd. So if you change nothing, nothing will change. Kind of common sense, right? If you keep doing what you've been doing and don't make a change, then nothing's going to change. It's time to make a change. I'm giving you everything on a silver platter. I'm literally pulling back the curtains on what is possible right now. But if you change nothing, nothing will change. I can give you all the answers. I can put them on a nice silver platter, and you can get started, like I said, at an amazing discount. Or you can just go and buy the pieces individually. That's perfectly fine too. But I know this system works if you work it, and we're here to help you every step of the way. So if not this, then what are you going to do? Obviously, what you've done up to this point hasn't worked very well. It's time to do something new. And if not now, then when are you going to do something about it? Right now, you're getting this at half off. You're getting everything at one massive 50% discount. And you can get started right bloody now. By the time you've done this masterclass, you'll be absolutely amazed at how simple this actually was, and asking, well, why the hell didn't I do this a lot sooner? That's what I want for you, not the level of regret as someone else. Is this offer related to Rebel AI? This is Rebel AI. This is the masterclass.
They were asking if that $19, that's the base level.
Yeah, hold on. You know what? I just want to make sure that, did I put the wrong link? tclink.me/. Okay. That's one of my alerts going up. And now we got to find
Yeah.
out what. That's funny. Stop.
That was the one for today.
No. No, that's wrong. Hold on. tclink.me/TC. Could I not? No, RA. RA. Motherfucker. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to have to improvise, adapt, and overcome real quick. Bear with me, guys. In the meantime, let's do a Q&A.
Okay, let me go back and find. The one question was about your example. Did that factor in like the taxes and the fees and all of that stuff?
Absolutely, yes. Here's the thing. You estimate with a lot of what we do, 0. Basically 5 cents. I won't get into the cost because I don't want to get too technical. But yes, a lot of everything else we do factor in costs and the cost of execution, which honestly are a fraction of a percent of what we do. So it doesn't matter, although it is a legitimate fee. And you're absolutely right to ask that question. But yeah, the fees, we use discount brokers, and really that doesn't factor in to a lot of the problem. Okay, what is that doing? Okay, you know what I need to do? I screwed that up. And
Another question?
yeah, fire me another question while I
I think
this.
someone is asking, can Indians also join? Does it work worldwide? So
That's a good question. The answer is yes. You absolutely can. The cool thing is we use a couple of different brokers that are available to everyone in the world. And if you're not accepted by one, which we use in an American company,
there's a lot of different brokers out there.
There's two main ones, Tasty Trade and Interactive Brokers, which if you don't get accepted by Tasty Trade, you can get in Interactive Brokers, and they're pretty bloody good too. So let's see. Okay, so the link has changed, and I'm going to do it by. Whoops, that doesn't clickable. It is not clickable. HTTPS. Okay, that one is. All right, so that will take you to a bundle page. So it's /bundle. And there's the bundle, tells you exactly what's in it, yada, yada, yada. Go to the bottom and you get to bloody go. So that's, and then I'm also going to give you just the direct buy button because that would have made it, this is where you were meant to be going. So I just have to adjust it. All right, and there's the buy button there. Okay, good. All good. That's what happens when you go live and you should not be
Someone
doing.
was asking, can you use prop firms?
Good question. The answer is no, they won't like it.
Do
The reason being is a lot of prop shops are not, you're not actually trading real money. You're trading fake money until you do a withdrawal or can do a withdrawal. But for a lot of what I'm doing, actually, I would say, yeah, there are some prop firms that allow you to do this particular type of trading, but they're very few and far between. So I would say probably not ideal. You want to do this with your own money where you care about it. That's a big bloody thing as well. All right. Now, with that being said, let me go back to which one was it? All right, there we go. All right. So I did ask if I could show you a way that generates 5, 10, or 20K months or 500 to 500K day or 5K days, but you could do something without product selling, funnels, traffic, all that. Again, that's what we're doing here. And it's 100% recession proof. Doesn't matter what's happening in the markets. Would you be interested? Well, the answer is you must be, because you're still bloody here. So don't think of this as an expense. It's not like buying the latest iPhone. This is an investment with an expected return. That's the important bloody thing. So you're going to get absolutely everything we discussed, plus all the upgrades, the red carpet, the inner circle, trifecta, and the profit protocol. Again, $12,876,000 in resources, only $499 today. I'm giving you a 50% discount if you bought all those items individually. Go to rebelaiformula.com/bundle, get access. And listen, I'm going to keep this really bloody brief here. What's your worst case scenario? What's your best case scenario? A worst case is, hey, you're right back where you started. You learned a new skill. Maybe you just need to go out and practice more. Okay. Or what's your best case scenario? What kind of car would you drive? Where would you travel to? Would you send the kids to college, pay off college debt, maybe set up a fund? What causes would you support? Where would you live? Would you enjoy a little more time freedom and not worry about the alarm clock at 5 a.m.? You see, success means different things to different people. For me, it's going to be very different than you. But the whole point is I want something that I can have my life around and have it funded, give me the money to do what I want when I want and the resources to do it, rather than be trapped trying to cram life around the business I had. So success means different things to different people. For me, it's what I can do with that money. What dogs can I help? What animals I can help? Take a month if I want to, disappear around the world, go last time I did this, it was 3 countries for MotoGP for a month. It's fantastic. See, life is a skill. And learning new skills is what puts money in the bank. For me, for example, motorbike racing. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I even crashed that gray bike, into that wall behind me and made a mess of it. I decided, okay, I need some proper gear. I need to learn to do this right. Don't assume anything, even if you have been riding motorbikes for X number of years. Completely different skill. So I hired a mentor. I learned. I got better. It took me a while. Had a couple of little hairy incidents, but eventually got faster, better, riding on MotoGP level circuits. It's a new skill, but I wasn't arrogant enough to think I could teach myself. I hired the right people. So what's your worst case scenario? What's your best case scenario? The real reason people don't take action is they think they're going to fail. And that is terrible. It's not the way we want to be. You want to profit from the markets. You want freedom. Okay. You want financial freedom. You want to live life on your terms. You determine what you want to do and stack the odds in your favor. That's what I do. Now, I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight because it's already 11 o'clock at night. Okay. But I've already got this working for me. Once I'm done here, guess what? I'm pushing a couple of buttons. launching a website, and then I'm going to go check my trades and make some money and go to bed. But what's going to happen to you if you don't take action? If you're not in on this masterclass, someone else gets your seat because you hesitated. It's not what it's about. So here's what to do next. Go to the link below. Okay, rebelaiformula.com/bundle. It is in the chat. And again, you can get started right now, $4.99. Done. We go live on February 2nd. And I'll keep an eye out for you in Discord on the other side, getting you started. All right. So you're on the fence because it's time to make a decision. If you're still on the fence, that's a painful way to get splinters in your ass. Look, it's time to get off your butt and do it. Okay? Even if you just go buy the front end masterclass, it's only $29 on the front end of the website. If you want all the bundles and all the upgrades, this is a great bundle deal. You save 50%. If you want to buy them individually, whatever, just get on that bloody masterclass. Okay? So, why did you come to this webinar? Why are you still here? Why aren't you taking action? And what are you going to do about your why? The why that drives you, the why says, well, shit, this is what I need to get here. Well, guess what? I'm just giving you the keys to the vehicle. You got to get in it. So it's time to take action. Seating is limited. Go to rebelaiformula.com/bundle. Let's get you started. Like I said, one lucky winner, we've got to do this quickly though, is going to get $1,000 cash just for being on the call. And like I said, you get absolutely everything we talked about there. Done deal. Let's get started. You get the masterclass, the 2 bonus days of training, the Discord group, transcripts, cliff notes, the Ask Me Anything session, the red carpet full package, inner circle, trifecta, and profit protocol. Literally everything that I can give you on this topic. And again, you can save 50%. So rebelaiformula.com/bundle. And let's do a quick questions, and then I'm going to pick a winner. All right. Yes, Mark, yes, that you wrong link. No worries about that. It was the wrong one. I had the wrong link. I had not changed the early link, so that's why it's now the Rebel AI formula. That's the correct link, and I do apologize. And Mark, you can send support a link. We can get you that $19 back for the old one. But
That should cover like 1 or 2 people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So you ready for some questions?
Yes, I am. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be pressing some buttons in the background. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the bundle, do they have access to the recordings for lifetime or 30 days?
Lifetime, because they have the episode.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. We took care of the support one. Oh, we need the link to the one that's not the bundle, but to the 5-day course. So that's the base level.
That will be on the main website in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see, we've got that. Let me back up a little bit in some earlier ones. Okay. Those were all about the bundle. Someone was asking if there's a referral program.
There is, but not here. No,
Okay.
Not discussing it in this situation. But you can find it on JD's. That's what we're going to say.
Okay. Joe's asking, can we utilize Rebel AI with the 4-candle method? I mean, it's in there, but
this is a different thing.
Yeah.
That no is going to be my answer, but similar ballpark. Different application. Actually, a lot of what we do with wall candles and stuff like that, it's a derivative of this core strategy. So put that one at one side, focus on this, and then you'll see how it ties back.
Okay. Hugh's asking, can this trading strategy be automated? I knew I was going to get that look.
Yes and no. But beyond the discussion of the masterclass, you don't need automation for this. But when you see how simple it is, you'll understand why you don't need automation. And it's better not to, but I'll explain that in the masterclass. I don't like being vague with answers. This can absolutely be automated, but you're much better putting a human in the middle of the decision-making process. Well, I'll leave it at that for now. Because trust me, I love automation. I am the automation king. I build automation. This
Automate
one,
a barbecue. It doesn't matter what it is.
this is bloody well true. This is bloody well true. But yeah, so no, not in this instance. But it's in the same realm. And leave it at that.
Okay. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Razel? It's pretty. I actually like that name. Should we concentrate on the AI stocks first?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to go through that in the masterclass, but yes, we're going to focus on. I have different tiers, different segments, and we'll go through all that on day one. But yes, we're focusing there. This can be applied to any other tradable instrument. We're focusing on AI because that's where the money is.
Okay. Mark is he's asking, will this be something you can do if you work, say, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight?
Yeah, no problem at all. You can do it any time of day. Any time of day. In fact, I already know what I'm going to trade today before the market's even open. And I'm told that's okay. So you can build it around your life. That's the main thing.
Miguel's asking, will you help us set the trading account?
I can help you. Okay, I can't help you because I'm not a financial advisor. However, I can tell you where to go, what to price. Okay. I can't legally tell you and say, I can tell you how to do this. No, I cannot because I'm not a financial advisor, but I can certainly suggest which brokers to look at and generally what they're looking for. So yes.
Okay. Ivan's asking, is this strategy mainly used for trading options?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So 2 questions on the links. Kevin was saying that it's pulling his JVZoo affiliate link. So does he stop that so that he gets an actual one? Do you want to grab his email or do it separately?
If he's do it in a incognito browser, and
Okay, try that. Good idea.
that way it avoids any try to do your own affiliate cookie and stuff like that. If that's what you're
Okay.
looking.
He was saying, what if the AI bubble bursts?
Good.
Let's do that.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Remember, I said this many times. It doesn't matter if it moves. It just means it doesn't matter which way it moves as long as it moves. If it's up or down, great. Because if that happens, it's going to be quick, which means for what we're doing, we profit quicker. So this is the beautiful thing. The fact is that this is a very big moving industry right now, and that momentum is where our money is. It's the money coming in, it's money going out, hopefully into our pockets.
Okay. Yeah, someone was saying it's a good time to get into AI because it's still kind of in its infancy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the Wild Wild West for the first couple of years, just like the internet itself was.
Absolutely. Very true. Now, with the amount of bonuses, yes, there's a lot. Guess what? You don't need to worry about it right now because a lot of them come after the masterclass once we've focused on what we need to focus on. So for you, that was for Roger. Focus on the masterclass. Everything else builds on top of that afterwards. So you can put it on one side over here, nice clear view of where we're going. Can we open an account at trading platforms without issues? For the most part, yes. Obviously, it's going to depend on the questions and answers and stuff like that. Without being flippant or a smart ass, it's common sense stuff. All right.
You want to get Marilee's?
Yeah, we got to wrap up because I've got to jump off.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and attention. Go ahead, sign up. Can you put the link in one more time?
Yep.
And then we're going to announce the winner of $1,000 because
For the
again,
bundle or for the other one?
for the main bundle
Okay.
or what we're doing right here.
Okay, there you go.
Otherwise, we're going to get kicked off here. Okay, thank you. Yeah, there is a payment plan on there. Split it into if you want to as well. But like I said, got to get off here. Got to get rocking. So how do we win that prize? Okay, so here's the thing. First person to answer this question. All right. Kevin, I'll try and give you a direct link. Do me a Kevin, just send me an email. I'm going to give you my personal email and then get you anything there. Okay, so there. All right, cool. Right. Okay, am I sharing the screen? Am I
Not
sharing the
yet.
screen? Okay, I knew I was not sharing the screen. I'm doing something here. All right, should be now.
There you go.
All right, cool. So, what's the current success rate of this strategy? Oh, okay. So I have to go with the first person, and I'm going to go. The name is Aloha, which I fucking love.
Mahalo.
Mahalo, indeed. All right, so I'm just going to pull that up just to show that was the first. Whoops. First one on my list was Aloha 75 was the correct answer. Well, bloody done. Give a big thumbs up and a round of applause. Aloha, I'm going to need your email if you'd be so kind as to drop that in privately real quick. And then for everyone else, bother off, go sign up right now. rebelaiformula.com/bundle. Let's get you started, get you everything, and take your place as a VIP next to me in Discord. All right. Take care. Rock and roll. And aloha. I have your email. Okay. I'm going to send you my private email. Let's do it that way.
You're popular tonight. Yeah. How long will that link be open for the bundle?
1 second. Approximately 30 seconds. Because once we're done here, it's done.
Yeah.
Simple as that. This is the early bird. You got to get the worm. All right. So aloha, send me that, and then also send me that secret word so I know it's you and not someone bullshit. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is an option strategy, Kelly. I don't want to go into the too much right now without complicating it. Yes, this is an option strategy. One of the main things in vehicles I use are options because it's defined risk, defined profits, and very easy to work with. So, all right, cool. Ladies and gents, thank you for your time and attention. I do appreciate it. Rock and roll. Come join us. Let's get it going. All right. Adios.